helmet camera guys, but so I've given them my name and address there because Code G doesn't say anything about date of birth that I could see. Kept trying to rush me and threaten me with arrest if I didn't find the right section of Code G fast enough, because they have other jobs to get to. Well, I said, well, if you arrest me, it's going to take you longer than allowing me to find the right section of Code G, isn't it? And they won't be getting to other jobs. So they're better off just letting me have the couple of minutes that I need to find the right parts.
You got any idea on you at all, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you got any bank cards or anything that can confirm that name with?
Not on me, no.
Okay. Are you going to be known to us on police systems?
Yes. Yes, this isn't the first time that I've been unlawfully, arrested actually. I've been unlawfully arrested twice now. Sued both times. Won both times. This will be number 3. I could have not given you my details and just taken the unlawful arrest, but I've got other places to be today.
Is it 3 Delta uniform?
Yes. Yeah, my handwriting's not so good.
Mine's not much better.
Right from the start, you can feel the tension building, and this isn't about shouting or chaos. It's about procedure. Code G under PACE isn't optional guidance, it governs when an arrest is necessary. That word matters. Necessary, not convenient. Not quicker. Not easier. Necessary. And that's administrative urgency. This entire encounter revolves around one central question: is this about lawful policing or about speeding up paperwork? Because when an officer threatens arrest simply because someone is taking time to reference the law, the optics shift fast. And as this plays out, pay close attention to how often legal justification is replaced with impatience. The auditor isn't refusing outright, he's asking for clarity. And clarity is something officers are expected to provide.
Of the interaction?
I'll be honest with you, I forgot.
Right.
However, we've been having a conversation. I think we've been fairly reasonable and
I don't think you've been reasonable at all. Okay. Amicable, yeah. Not rude, but I don't think you've been reasonable, no.
How would you say I was being unreasonable?
By the fact that you won't take my complaint against them. You're happy to take their complaint,
okay,
based on 3 allegations where you haven't reviewed any footage, okay, any evidence.
Okay.
Whereas I'm saying I will show you the evidence of him calling me a TWAT, okay, but you won't take my complaint. That's not reasonable, constable.
What my preference is, okay, we get you away from here, get you outside, and then I'll listen to your side of the story. At the moment, we've got one version of events, yeah, where an allegation's been made, obviously, which is why I've requested you details and the events that's been allegated. I'm more than happy to take your side of the event.
Oh, now you're happy, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to explain to you that I want to get.
Well, earlier you're saying you weren't going to take mine today.
No, I wasn't originally, and if you're telling me that you can show me, potential footage that may.
But you didn't ask them to show you potential footage.
Because, like I say, I've got 3 witnesses telling me.
That you don't think 3 security guards are going to club up?
Story, do you? You just want to put your own point across.
Okay, go on. You got 3. Yeah, you got 3. You got 3 witnesses.
Witnesses who have all told me that you've said things to them which aren't very nice, which is a public order offence. Okay.
It's not though, is it?
It is. Section 4 of public order, yes. If it's caused them harassment, alarm, or distress, yes, it is. Okay, and I think you know that as well, don't you? Which is why I've requested you details.
It's got to be threatening, abusive, isn't it? Language.
Or visible representation.
Or visible representation, yes.
Yeah. So abusive, I would argue what you've said is abusive.
Is it? How do you know? And what have they told you that I've said?
Like I say, if it does go that far, you can discuss that in an interview.
Okay.
If they make a formal complaint, you'll be invited into it.
Here's where things become procedural chess. Code G requires officers to justify arrest on necessity grounds, for example, to prevent harm, allow prompt investigation, or prevent disappearance. But notice what's happening: the officer already has cooperation. The auditor is providing name and address. He's engaging. He's not fleeing. He's not violent. So the necessity threshold becomes harder to justify. When the officer references speed, other jobs to get to, that's not listed in Code G. Efficiency does not equal necessity. This moment is critical because if arrest isn't necessary, detention becomes questionable. The auditor is essentially saying, if I'm cooperating, why escalate? That's not obstruction, that's logic. And when law enforcement relies on legal powers, they must articulate those powers clearly. If they can't, credibility starts.
Tuesday, multiple times.
Can I just confirm your second name? Is it UM?
Pardon?
Is it UM at the end?
Your mother, yeah, Mike at the end, yeah.
So uniform Mike.
Yep.
Okay, unfortunately, Dominic, you're not coming back on our systems at all. It might be because of your address where you're based.
Try it with.
If I can get your date of birth.
Try it with that room 1.
No, what I'm saying is because you're in West Mids, this is a Cambridge address, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So because you're in West Mids, we don't have access to Cambridge addresses or anything like that. So I can't confirm your address at the moment.
Well, can you not call through to Cambridge and be like, I can literally give you somebody to contact at Cambridge who will confirm who I am.
Would that be? I also can't confirm your name.
Huh?
I also can't confirm your name.
What do you mean?
I can't confirm who you are because you've given me a name written down on a piece of paper. You've got no ID. And you...
Pen and paper then.
Thank you.
Am I detained at this point, by the way?
On suspicion of the offence, yes. Whilst I ascertain your name and address, yes, you are.
Okay. And what section is that you're using for the detention?
I don't know. I'm sure you can look it up on your phone.
No, if you're going to detain somebody, you need to know what you're detaining them with. PC brand. I'll ask you again, what are you detaining me under? What section are you using to detain me? I've given you my details.
Just bear with me a minute.
No, I'll keep talking. You don't have to listen if you don't want to. You got me on there?
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Move into transparency territory. Body-worn cameras are meant to protect both the public and officers. But disclosure matters. The auditor asks a simple question: have they been on the whole time? The answer? Yes, but the officer admits he forgot to mention it. That's not catastrophic, but it raises eyebrows. Because early disclosure of recording often prevents disputes later, then comes something more concerning: the officer declines to immediately view footage offered by the auditor while readily accepting 3 security guards' allegations at face value. Policing standards generally require officers to pursue all reasonable lines of inquiry. That includes potentially exculpatory evidence. So why hesitate? If the footage could clarify events instantly, refusing to review it creates an appearance of
Lovely stuff. Okay. Wonderful. What we'll do, I'm going to keep hold of this because I need to stick some of my systems later on.
Well, you've just got it on there, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm going to keep hold of it either way because it's easy for me. It's just easier access.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do with that bit of paper. What if that gets lost? What if that gets put in a random bin and somebody else finds it?
I can assure you we've got shredders at the office that will
I've seen the way that police hand someone private information.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to leave the premises now. We'll
Right.
go outside. Presumably you've got a vehicle because I can see you've got a motorcycle.
And the purpose for asking me to leave again?
Prevent the breach of the peace.
And what breach of the peace do you suspect would happen?
Based on the fact you've been abusive to the staff here, I don't want anything to.
It has to be.
harmed.
Yeah, a breach of the peace constitutes physical threats or actual violence to a person or their property in their
Being
presence.
abusive to somebody could also constitute.
I've been sat here peacefully, Constable. They're the one that surrounded me and attacked me.
Breach of the peace. Okay, so what I'm going to ask now is for you to leave the premises, please.
And if I don't,
Okay, I need to leave the premises.
okay, and I'm asking what happens if I don't.
I need you to leave the premises, or we'll have to forcibly rely on my request.
Maybe it has been in the new Public Order Act, actually,
So I'm
isn't
going
it?
to give you one more opportunity, please, to leave the premises. Or we'll
Right.
remove you.
Okay, under threat of violence, I will move. Under threat of arrest, I give you my details. So under duress, and you guys will be getting lawsuits. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll stand outside then.
for me, please, and then we'll have a conversation.
I'm a bit stuck. I'm gonna have to go up around.
Okay.
Right.
Do you want to tell me your side of the story then?
Section 4 Public Order is not a vague insult statute. It requires threatening, abusive, or insulting words or behavior intended to cause someone to believe immediate unlawful violence will be used or to provoke it. That's a high threshold. Notice what's missing here: evidence review. The officer hasn't viewed footage. He hasn't confirmed context. Yet detention continues. The auditor pushes back correctly on the legal wording. This isn't defiance, it's statutory interpretation. If officers cite specific offenses, they must be prepared to justify each element. Otherwise, it starts looking like offense selection based on convenience. And when citizens understand the law well enough to challenge it in real time, officers must be even more precise. Guesswork doesn't.
One bold chap, yeah, referred to me as a twat
Yep.
in public in front of all the claimants in there.
Okay.
Which, again, if they're saying what I've said is a section 4, that's definitely a section 4.
Okay.
So if you're going to prosecute one, you had no choice but to prosecute the other.
Details and we'll create a crime
Yep.
report for yourself.
Thank
as well.
you. That's it. Simple as that, isn't it?
So he's called you a twat. Is there anything
Yeah,
else?
it's called me a twat. The one with glasses has hit me in the forehead with his phone.
Okay.
He's shoved me on the back of the head
What
with
was
his
the reason
elbow.
for that, do you know?
Huh?
What was the reason for that?
Don't know. He didn't
We'll
like.
go and have a look at the
He didn't like what I was
CCTV
doing.
and see what it shows then.
Oh, I'm going to make a subject access request for that CCTV as well. But yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, he's at one point he got his phone out and was asking why. He's asking, oh, how do you like it if someone's shoving a phone in your face? That doesn't bother me at all. And then he's getting closer and closer and goes like that into my forehead, clearly on purpose. And then yeah, he was behind me, clearly shoved. Multiple times they've tried to grab and detach my camera from my helmet or turn it off, I'm not really sure, but from behind. Yeah, and it will all be on their CCTV.
Yeah.
The way they've surrounded me and been aggressive towards me is unprecedented. It's ridiculous. Okay? So, but again, you said you don't have time to look at my camera for an hour, but you've got time to go down check their CCTV.
I'm not going to go and watch the footage that you've got on your phone. It's because this job's been open for a while, hasn't it?
Huh?
This
I've been recording now for an hour and 20 odd minutes.
So it wouldn't be proportionate in my time to spend.
But
an
you
hour
said you're going to go
focus.
check their
I'm going to go and look at the
CCTV.
CCTV regarding it.
Forensic moment. Am I detained? That question forces clarity. And when the officer confirms detention, the next logical step is articulating the legal power being used. The auditor asks directly, "What section are you using?" The officer responds, "I don't know. I'm sure you can look it up." That answer is deeply problematic under PACE. When detaining someone, officers are generally required to inform them of the legal basis. Not vaguely. Not eventually. Specifically. If an officer cannot articulate the power they're exercising, the detention risks becoming unlawful. This is no longer about attitude or disagreement. It's about procedural validity. Liberty is being restricted. That demands precision.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm not going to
Literally, as soon as they said they're calling the police, I said, fine, I don't want you coming here and then going around Birmingham looking for me. I said, I'll wait for you because I thought we were going to have no problems, because ultimately I may have been trespassing, that's a civil issue, not your problem. But what they allege is ridiculous, okay? So once it comes back that that's false, right, there's no evidence to support it, okay, I want you to get them done for wasting your time, making false allegations, interrupting my freedom to privacy. Okay.
Just let me address one thing at a time, because I'm not that.
Yeah.
All right. We will call the offences that you've alleged against them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So ultimately, you're saying he's called you a twat, it'll be a public order as well, so
Yep.
you'll be a victim and a suspect for the allegations that they've made.
Yep.
I won't be the officer that investigates the matter. I'll do a bit of primary investigation here whilst I'm here. I'm
Yep.
the response officer, so ultimately I'll go off to a different department and they'll investigate it. I can take your phone number, then I can send you the crime number as well, if that's something you'd like me to do, otherwise I won't be able to give you that.
You can give me, you can take my email address.
An email address?
Yeah.
What I will say is obviously if you're coming back to this location,
Yep.
we will speak to them regarding what we've said, but I don't want you coming back here. If you do come back here, then we'll have to arrest you for the offences that have been alleged. Okay, do you understand that?
Yes.
Lovely. We will also, there's been a log generated for today which will have your name on it.
Yep.
Ultimately, it transpires that if you've gone to another job centre or another location in the vicinity and you're doing the same things, you'll be arrested straight away. It won't
For
be
what?
a question. If there's any offences, when the breach of the peace, you'll be locked up again.
You can't lock me up for breach of the peace.
Okay.
No, you can arrest me, remove me, and de-arrest me. Or you can arrest me to, what do they call it?
Take you into custody for breach of the peace.
For what?
That's what you're asking.
For what?
To keep the breach of the peace prevented. Ultimately, especially if you don't live around here, given there's no alternative addresses.
So I'm not allowed to go to any other job centres today?
What I'm saying, I'm advising you, not, I can't tell you what to do, okay? You've got your own rights, you're human, but I can only advise you on the basis that as a police officer, if I return to a job and you're there, chances are I'm probably going to be locking you up, especially if there's another alleged offence such as a public order.
Yeah, but again, as you've seen, and sensibly, as a constable, you should be pretty good at assessing situations when you enter a scene, right? You get a call, you enter a scene,
Yeah.
you should be pretty good at assessing what's going on. When you came in, what was I doing?
You were sat down.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Doing nothing, sat there peacefully chatting nicely to the rather larger guy, I don't want to be rude, but
Yeah.
identifying way, chatting very politely to him. You came in and, you know, then you went and spoke to them. In what world does it look like I'm the one that's been aggressive when I've sat there, I've got security in front of me, hands in my face, and I don't think they were all there, but all three of them surrounded me doing that, moving their camera in my face, in what world does that look like I'm being aggressive?
All I will say, okay, is
But you should be good at assessing a situation, Constable.
you're aware that we have a national decision-making model?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we pivot into data handling. The officer writes personal details on a loose scrap of paper and intends to retain it. The auditor raises a legitimate concern: data security. Police forces operate under strict data protection obligations. Personal